Alright, what's going on everybody? Rikushi here. Like I promised, I've been playing Mythra for a couple of days, and I'm here to give my first impressions on the character. Just right off the bat, if Mythra is not top 5, at the very least, she might be the best character in the game. She's really strong. I don't think that there's a single move in her arsenal that isn't amazing. And this doesn't just stand for Pyra, for Mythra, but also for Pyra as well. But the combination of them together, there's like no move in their toolkit that isn't amazing on some level. Like all of her aerials are good, all of her normals are good, especially her tilts. Mythra's ground game is really scary. The thing that's amazing about Mythra is just like you can combo anything that she does into almost anything, and you can get some really extended strings. You know, I fucked that up there, but you can do like bop bop. Although I'm just bad right now, and I haven't played at all today, so excuse that. But also like characters like Pyra, it's like, why does this auto cancel? Why does this auto cancel? You can even fast fall it and it still auto cancels. Like why? Then you have back air. If you fast fall back air, it doesn't auto cancel, but if you just like let it go, it'll auto cancel. So that's like some pretty decent space. And her fair doesn't auto cancel, but that's fine. But just playing around with the character, the possibilities, especially with Mythra, are endless in terms of combo potential. She can rack up a lot of damage. Like what you want to be doing with Mythra most of the time is like just trying to extend your combo for as long as possible. And even if the combo counter doesn't say that combos, it still may as well, because people can't jump out in time because the jump is too slow. And even if they air dodge, Mythra has such low end lag on her moves that even if you flub a combo, you can just go right after them. Like if I were to put like this character in the air and they air dodge, I can just catch them with this right after. It's like, oh, they air dodge, bam. Right? Oh, they air dodge, back air, and now they're back up in the air because for some reason this move's not up. Which, to be fair, it'd be nice if this could kill off the side, but the possibilities for this are really, really fun, as you can see. Like, you can do quite a bit of damage with Mythra's combos. Her actual damage output is low. Like, this only does 6%, which isn't that much, but Mythra can carry combos for such a long time when you know what you're doing, that it's like, you can turn one hit into 40 or 60%. And that's kill percent for this bitch. Cause it's like, hang on, let me get this to like a kill percent real quick. Like with Pyra, even being at 60% is kill percent, because you can just do that. Well, I could have fast forwarded that a little bit. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to fast forward. I was thinking of this in my head, where that combo's at later percent, and that can just kill outright. But you can do like this, forward smash, and that will usually kill. And if you do it faster, unlike me, who sucks today, it does combo. Ah! Hang on. I was too close. Yeah, that does combo. Don't let the combo counter fool you. That does actually combo. But also, like I mentioned before, if they're at a higher percent, you can do auto cancel dare into up B. And that'll also work. So I don't know, like she just got some crazy stuff, and obviously she's got the auto cancel bear and the fair, not the fair, sorry, just the bear and the downer. So she's just got some like her kill power is like a little bit insane. Obviously there's like people on Twitter talking about like footstool setups, but I don't really like those that much. They're hard to do. And the thing is, a lot of the time you can just get kills with Mythra. Oh, it might have to be a high percent. But like you can do things like down tilt, charge, neutral B. Yeah, like that. And that'll kill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like bop, bop, and then they get hit by that, and then they die. I mean, she didn't die there, but she could. All she has to do, she just needs to be over there. Because for some reason, they didn't show this off in the trailer, or in any of the footage. I don't know why Sakurai didn't mention it, but the neutral B has a charging hitbox, kind of like Corrin's forward smash. I don't know why, but this makes it really amazing because, like, let's say you're juggling somebody in the air, they air dodge past you, you do this, and whether, or like, if their air dodge puts them next to you, after the up air, then you can just let this go and get them, right? Like, oh, the air dodge, bop, 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 bop. Or if they do this and they air dodge, but they're a little bit above you, then you can just hold it, and then you can drag them down and get it. And it's just like, it's such an amazing setup. This is also really good on platforms. Let me go to a platform stage to show off. And this is just first impressions. I will make a in-depth, detailed guide on Pyra and Mythra like I did for Zelda. I'm gonna try and make it of the same quality and everything like that. I just have to get a friend of mine over so I can record some footage. But on platforms, the neutral B is also really good. I think this move is kind of slept on. Which, to be fair, I don't blame people for, like, not understanding how good the move can be. Because neutral B kind of gets overshadowed by, like, so many other things in Mythra's kit. Because, as the common consensus on, like, Twitter and in the Smash community in general will have you know, most people agree that this character is pretty crazy. Now, some people vary wildly in that opinion. The Buzz thinks she might be top 40, maybe top 20. And then you have people like Mythra King who thinks that she's just the best character in the game. I personally side with Mythra King. I think that this character is probably the best in the game. Because the only flaw in this character's kit is her recovery. But everything else is amazing. She doesn't have a projectile, but she doesn't really need one when you're as fast as Sheik and Fox, right? Like, this character gets around so quickly and has, like, no lag on anything. It's ridiculous. Like, you can just, like, you can mash, like, harder than Roy. Or maybe just as fast as Roy. So she's really fast, really combo heavy. She can extend those strings for a long time. And that's where the neutral B thing. If someone's, like, let's say I knocked someone onto the platform and now they're in a tech chase situation. If I read that they're going to roll away, I can do this and knock them down. Hang on, let me just push over to the end. Bop. And then, there we go. Like, I'll put our kill percent as an example. Okay, we'll do that. Yo. Oh my god, Konami! You your platform! I gotta get her up there. Okay, so let's say I do like F-Tilt or something. Or like Bear or Fair, and they get put on a tech situation on the platform, right? There's tons of situations where they get like into a tech situation. If you read the tech away, you can do this, drag them down and kill them. Which is amazing. Like, she works perfectly for that on the Battlefield platforms. And of course, if she is, you know, if you're predicting a tech roll in, because Mythra's neutral B is broken, let's say you read a tech roll in, you do this. Whoops, I fucked that up. Let's say, get up there. Okay, so let's say you read a tech roll in, right? You can B reverse. I have to stop resetting. You can do a B reverse, and then bring her over there. Because even though Sakurai said that her neutral B only hits on the one side, as soon as you release the move, the first hitbox that comes out will drag opponents in front of her, right? So even if they're on this side, I can do this, drag her down, and then turn it around. I released it too early, which is why that didn't work. Wow. I'm releasing it too early. I'm just being dumb. Get on there. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll just show it up here. Oh, now they're over there. I don't know why they did this, but this makes it really good for edge guarding, obviously, because it doesn't matter where your opponent is. Even if your opponent air dodges behind you, you can just neutral B, it drags them in front of you, and then you can kill them. That's the thing that's interesting about Mythra, is that even though her kill potential is pretty low, her neutral B is actually quite strong. It actually has quite a bit of knockback. So depending on how you use it, you can use neutral B to secure kills a lot of the time. Hang on, let me see if I can get something to work. Ah, I wanted to drag her down. No, her kill percent's too high. Her kill percent's too high. Let me try it. If you get an air dodge read and you keep charging it, that can probably work. Hang on, I'm trying something. I almost got that shit, but you can see the potential for that. But just in general, even if you just like go out, the air dodge the fair, you just go like this into B, and a lot of the time that will kill, even at like some like 80%, 90%, depending how far out you are. Something that's interesting about the move also is that if you were to use it in the air and you whiff, she's just gonna keep falling while she's doing it, right? But when she hits somebody with it, she actually stalls her fall a little bit. Like she floats up and stays in place. It's kind of like Snake's down air a little bit, where like the down air will stall his fall so he can get the whole thing out during a short hop. Whereas with this one, it's just neutral B, where she doesn't actually fall. Like if I were to go off stage, see how that sent her all the way down even though I didn't hit, like because I didn't hit anybody? Whereas if I were to do this and send her off stage, I don't fall, right? So it can be a really rewarding move to hit, both because you're edge guarding your opponent, but also because in landing it, you're gonna stall your fall. Speaking of stalling your fall, I did mention that Mythra has a really bad recovery. Like, she falls pretty quickly, and her recovery isn't the greatest. Like, if you take her jump and you go, like, she can't make it back from that. Well, I barely did there. But, like, let's say I'm over here, and you nick me out of my jump and I'm down here, I don't make it back. It's pretty bad. Ways to circumvent this, Pyra actually has a slower fall speed than Mythra. She doesn't fall in, the difference isn't as noticeable, like, it's not too noticeable, but she does fall a little bit slower. So if you get knocked away like really far and you're playing as Mythra, you switch to Pyra, and then you can drift back towards the stage. It's kind of hard to do it there because I have to drift away and then back for the purposes of the example, but if you're like, you get knocked to the corner of the screen and you're playing Mythra, you switch to Pyra, drift back, and then you can switch to Mythra if you want when you're going back to the stage. Or you can stay as Pyra. Also, you can spam switch, and this will stall your fall by a pretty significant margin, so you can do this while going back to the stage. Like, look how far out I was able to get. I almost made that back. So that's really useful too. If you get knocked really far away, you can just kind of spam switch, drifting back in, and you should be able to make it back more often than not. Unless your jump just gets stolen and you get knocked really low, because then you don't really have a lot of options. So that's the one weakness that I find with the character. But usually having an exploitable recovery does not stop someone from being a top tier character. Case in point, Melee. Most of the characters that are top tier in that game have either bad recoveries or exploitable recoveries, except for Jigglypuff, obviously. And obviously, Cloud was OP in Smash 4, and he had a really bad recovery. So I think with Pyra and Mythra, they have like almost no weaknesses. I mean, like Pyra does obviously have some weaknesses. She doesn't have a lot of combos, and her moves come out slow. But she hits so damn hard that it doesn't really matter. Also, this forward smash has criminal range. This has dumb range. Dumb range. And also, she can get kills really easily. Also, I just messed that one up. But, like, this kills really early. So, like, if you're playing Pyra and someone does something dumb on your shield, you can just up B out of their shield, and they're gonna die. Down air combos into up B, down air combos into up smash. Just like that. You can do down air into forward smash. Obviously, her percent's a little bit too high there, but, like, what's nice about Pyra is that since she kills so early, it doesn't really matter. Like, even at that percent, they can die to a forward smash. They can die even earlier just in general. Even slight charge will kill them. It's a very powerful forward smash. So what's interesting about Mythra is that, and like Pyra and Mythra, is that you can combine the consistency of a character like Mythra who can just really control neutral with her fast aerials and her really good tilts. Like, all of her tilts are amazing. And also, look how little end lag they all have. Up, forward, down. Up, forward, down. Up, forward... up, forward, down. Up, forward, down. Like, there's very little lag, so, like, you can honestly spam all of her moves and she'll be very safe. And a character this quick, and with that many good normals, both for aerials and for grounded attacks, they're going to have strong control over the neutral, for the same reason that Sheik does, right? So you can combine the consistency of Mythra and her control over the game, just with her superior movement options in more cases than not. And then Pyra, who, like, when Pyra comes out and you're at like 50%, you're already starting to sweat because it's like she can kind of steal stocks, which is why I disagreed with a lot of people who were saying that they think that Pyra and Mythra aren't top 10 because they don't have any cheese factor. But it's like Pyra is right there. Pyra has so much cheese. She can take stocks from such an early percent that it's a little bit ridiculous. But since Pyra can switch to Mythra, Pyra stops being a gimmick, right? Like if Pyra were a standalone character and this was all that she could do, like this were her only like moves, then I'd understand her being sort of like a mid-tier gimmick character who can steal stocks but isn't really that consistent. But just by virtue of having access to Mythra, Pyra stops being a gimmick. So now Mythra is just a really strong character who can just gimmick you out at a moment's notice. It's like, oh, look at you, like you almost died. Like you're at 47%, you almost died. You know what I mean? So like, the two of them together especially is really, really powerful. You also have Flame Nova, which is really good. It comes out pretty quickly and has very little lag. You can kill with Nair for some ungodly reason. Also, you can do, like, what I was trying to do right there. I was trying to, like, you can grab people with up B and then bring them onto the stage and kill them with that if they're at kill percent. You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing with Mythra. You go for fair, they come back, you up B, you hit them with that, and they just fall away. Like it's like the possibilities with this character are really strong, and their combos aren't even like as optimized as they could be at this point. They've just come out, but in my opinion, they're probably the best character in the game, if not top 5. They can contend with so many characters. Mythra can deal with camping as well because of foresight. So like, let's say you're dealing with a Pikachu that's over here just fucking spamming Pikachu or something. You can just jump at them and Nair dodge the Pikachu right next to them, and then you can punish them with Pyra or with Mythra if you want, right? So against projectile, she's really good. Like if Snake throws a grenade at you, you grab it, you run at him, and then you air dodge when it's about to explode. You get the foresight, you get your combos off. She's really good against Olimar for that reason. She's decent against Rob. Like, anyone with a projectile needs to be very careful because you can just Nair dodge right into your projectile and punish you for using it. There's also the invisibility on the switch, which is really nice. You do this, sorry, like you do this, they air dodge and then you can punish them and make a forward smash or something with Pyra. That's not even something I've played around with that much. So like, I've been playing this character for a few days and I've been playing non-stop. And I've already like done some crazy stuff with Mythra and Pyra, but there's so many things I haven't even tried yet. Like reading air dodges with this and going for like a punish. It's just amazing. Also, that kill power is pretty insane. I wish it was a little bit more horizontal than knockback, but that's fine. Yeah, these characters are insane. And I'll probably come out with a more detailed guide, like I did with the Zelda one. By the way, if you haven't seen that, you should go watch it because it's the work I'm the most proud of for sure. But yeah, first impressions of this character. I'm definitely dropping Zelda for this character. They're very, very fun. And not only that, I actually really like them as characters. I love Xenoblade 2, so I have a reason to play them, not just because they're OP. But they're really fun to play. They're really strong. They're really cute. And they have some of the best taunts ever. So I'll be making a guide on them. I don't know when it'll be out because that Zelda guide took me like damn near a month to make. But I will come out with a more comprehensive guide in the future. But for now, my opinion is that if they're not the best character in the game, they're easily top 5, and it's not even close. They're very strong characters. So if you were hesitant to pick them up because you don't know if they're going to be good or not, I would say go for it, because they're very strong. And go ahead and practice your combos, do your thing, and thanks for watching.